depression hasn't gotten any better. In fact, it's gotten worse because the issues are a lot more real now. You know, while you're during withdrawal, there's a certain sort of haze you're under, so you're not able to think clearly enough to see just like how bad the predicament you may have gotten yourself into truly is. You know, and again, that spurs a relapse because some of those emotions and shit become a little too hard to handle, and so you just say fuck it. I think a lot of us have been there. I know I have. If I'm really looking back, and I don't know, maybe it's a midlife crisis, you know, which is funny to say, but whatever. That's assuming I got another 40 years. But you know, thinking about it, like really thinking about it, because I never really went in depth with that thing, because I can't, you know, I can't. I'm not an idiot. I can't incriminate myself, but drugs, the drug game especially, definitely fucked up a lot of opportunities in my life, and it started out with the oxys, because there was a time, maybe some of y'all are old enough to remember this, but like they were literally like giving shit out, like oxy perk samples, Vicodin for sure, like in the mail type shit. It was wild looking at it, and this was like back in, well, it's like 08, 09. Yeah, maybe even earlier, I don't know. But I really wasn't into this shit like that yet. I came into it late. Well, not really that late, because there were these two meatheads from Florida. They made big news because they kind of fucked up the game for everybody. So by the time I did come along, I was dealing with like the aftermath of what those two idiots did. Me and the little, I don't even want to say crew, but you know, the little organization, whatever, man. But early on, I was more of a, you know, being from New York, we used to listen to Biggie Smalls, and he always said never get high on your own supply. So, and I just was not even a drug user at all. I mean, the only thing I had was I would, you know, drink, you know, and that was really just a party thing with people. Anyway, long story short, that, you know, the side hustle became more lucrative than my actual job, you know. And obviously I kept the job in order to maintain an actual income. But yeah, I would have like, and no lie, I'd have stacks of, I could easily touch 10, 20,000 in my closet, you know. And that was just what I would keep on hand, not counting the stuff that I had elsewhere. And yeah, I built up a pretty good nest egg, not even gonna lie, you know. And with that comes the arrogance, and like you don't really see the value in things. And at a time when you start abusing drugs, you don't see the value in people, and then you don't see the value in yourself, you know. And I probably have the whole cycle wrong, because it's probably you don't see value in yourself, so then you don't see it in other people. I don't know, but yeah, because even after getting off oxys, I was still in the game, you know. I was just making a lot more money because I wasn't fucking with them. But then yeah, I ended shit because I just felt I didn't like that always looking over the shoulder, and it was a lot. It was a lot. And then, you know, certain people were telling me that they were like hearing clicks and shit on their phones and felt like they was being followed. It was just starting to get hot, or at least it felt like that to one of the dudes in that, you know, that I was in business with. But I lost it at the wrong time, because then the moment I get out, next thing I know, COVID happens. Then I get into a car. Then it's like everything started kind of crashing down in the last 4 years. And truthfully, it's probably karma, if I'm being honest, because I did a lot of things that are regrettable, you know, because in certain instances, and honestly any instances, when you're in that sort of game, you're gonna do, man, I hate to say it, like you become a monster, man. You really do. And yeah. So then Kratom gets found, and really what Kratom is for me, or was for me, it was like a remnant of the initial oxy abuse. You know, that's all it really was. And like, it's like the only tie I have to it is that, because I would have never found Kratom otherwise. I mean, who would? I don't know too many people that find it on their own, but I'm sure it happens. Matter of fact, I mean, I'm more than sure it happens. But they're probably introduced to it by someone who was like abusing their opiates or something. And again, Kratom has its uses. It's like a gas. I call it gas station heroin, but it's like a gas station Suboxone too, because like if you're going through oxy withdrawal, Kratom will definitely help. Like I'm talking, you might not even. I'm trying to think because what really got me hooked to Kratom was when I was going through withdrawal and had to work, and I heard about it, so I was like, you know what, anything's better than this, and I took it. And initially it didn't really do shit, and then out of the blue, like I took some more. I was taking pills at the time, the pill form, and then next thing I know, I'm at work and I'm like feeling like $1 million, you know. I mean, I felt a little warm, I remember that much, but I remember thinking like, oh shit. So you mean to tell me? And then I just started bouncing between Kratom and oxys. So like when I would run out of oxys, I would just use the Kratom until the next script, you know. So yeah, it was just a ping pong ball between Kratom, oxy, Kratom, oxy. And then obviously I used Kratom a lot more to get off the oxys because oxys they were just getting too heavy. And I needed more money as opposed to the high that Kratom was taking care of at the time. So then, it just became a Kratom fest from like 2021-ish to like when I was in Vegas. It's like 2024. For the majority of 2023 and 4, I remember I was on. Like when I first got to Vegas, that's all I was doing. Like I was trading Kratom all the way, man. Like nothing but. Got off it for a couple months at a time, and then would relapse on it. Usually due to, I don't even think it was the pink cloud as much as it was boredom, or like something bad would happen in my life, like there were deaths or something happened, and then it was like, and Kratom, again, just as devastating financially, if not more so. You know what I'm saying? Because had I not been on Kratom at all there in Vegas, I'd probably still be in Vegas, because my work wouldn't have suffered. And then on top of that, I would have had a lot more money in the pocket to invest in more important things. So yeah, I was making good money out there. And it didn't matter, because when you got a habit like that, it just drains you, So here I am, back home, and it's a depressing state, man, because it's like, you don't feel like you've even gone anywhere or done anything. And it's like, almost like, I guess, like in that, was it Lord of the Rings or something, when like the Hobbit does all that shit and then he ends up right back in the little cottage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's not easy, man. And sometimes you do get tired of the fight. You do get tired of the fight. Especially the older you get, you just, you get tired of it. And sometimes you feel like you don't have it in you no more. And that's where I'm at. Like, I know it's there. Like, I know I still have that same fire I had when I was, 28. But it's just embers at the moment, because my headspace is wrong. My headspace is wrong. And, I was always one that always had the answers. Like, there was fucked up situations we'd get in, I get in, or someone would get in now I'm forced into, and basically they would look to me for an answer because I had them. Because I always just felt like, you think this through, there's always a move to make. Because my grandfather taught us all how to play chess. So that's kind of what it was. But I'm at the point now, with circumstances as they are, and they've never been this bad for me, truthfully, but I don't know what move to make now. I feel like all my pawns are gone, and it's just me as the king against the other side that has rooks and knights, and still has their queen. And it's daunting. It's a daunting ask, man. I'm telling you. But I'm just telling y'all this because it's not like getting past the withdrawal, everything is all roses. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to deal with other things and more. It gets harder. All right, it gets harder before it gets easier. The withdrawals are the easy part, believe it or not. Because when you're going through withdrawals, you're just fiercely focused on getting better. So even if the time is going by slow at the beginning, there does come a point where things just get better, and they do. But then after that, you got to deal with reality and real life, and that's the real challenge right there. So that's where I'm at, man. So listen, hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll holler at y'all soon. Alright, sorry if this wasn't really a withdrawal video, but praying nonetheless. Alright, you guys take care. Peace.